Just awesome switch.
Okay, so go ahead and explain to us what you've done here with your experimentations.
All right, so we built this hydrogen generator, trying to prove or debunk the myth that they can significantly change fuel economy. And so we put it in, put it right into the intake.
Okay, so that clear tube is coming out of there. And what was that clamp on there for?
Because it was pushing water into my intake. So when I ran the experiment, this was not on there.
So you cut that hole right there?
Yep.
To put that little nipple in place?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we fused it here. Put a switch on it so we could turn it on and off.
Uh-huh.
That all worked fine. And it ran fine, but...
And then you just hooked up to your positive and negative on the battery.
Yep.
Okay.
And it ran fine, but for some reason it makes... Well, when you first hook it up, like within 10 seconds of putting it in the water, it makes this really nasty green, like algae-like stuff. And then by the end of my trip, when I opened my hood again, it was that color.
How far did you drive it?
100 miles.
Okay, 100 miles.
Well, and I did actually 2 trips, so 200 miles.
Oh, okay. So pull that thing out of there
I
and
did
see
multiple
if...
tests.
Does it still have water in it?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, a little bit.
How much?
It's gonna be gross.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, smell it. Smell it.
It smells like gas. Actually, it does.
Yeah, it does, actually. It smells
Gnarly.
pretty grody, though.
Yeah. Kind of depleted the plates somewhat. You can see on the edges here that they're starting to come undone, kind of.
What do you mean by come undone?
Well, it looks like electrolysis or something was happening. Little pieces of metal are missing. That or it's just rusted.
It's probably just rusted.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you think of this? This whole thing?
Yeah, it's kind of a load of crap. It's kind of cool to look at and it's fun to play with, but it's kind of a load of crap. Oh, there's a good example of the green stuff that it would make. Like, it'd make that except for this whole thing, like, foamed up and filled with it.
Okay, now here's the thing, though. You don't have stainless steel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's
So
washer,
when we
galvanized steel.
When we went, it said that those were stainless steel.
Yeah.
Turned out they
The
weren't.
box said they were stainless.
So maybe this is the hardware store's fault.
Maybe. But didn't improve fuel mileage at all.
Now, do you know that you were actually producing hydrogen with this?
We think so. We took a lighter to it.
Yeah, we took a light.
Did it pop?
There was a little pop.
Yeah, it kind of flared just a little.
Yeah, yeah, okay, all right.
And that wasn't with. That'd be after about 10 seconds of buildup. We kind of crack it, hit it with a lighter, and it flared.
Okay,
So it was definitely making something.
all right. So, I don't know, what could you do to maybe improve this?
Well,
Get
to get a better idea, is stainless steel, make it bigger, like quite a bit bigger. Get some probably good 3x5 inch plates and space them out all right. And possibly put their own power source on them, like a 24-volt system or something like that.
Okay.
A little more power.
Okay. A little more power, a little cleaner process, because honestly, this is not
That's disgusting.
This is not good for hydrogen production.
No.
But ultimately, even if you had the perfect fuel cell setup,
I don't think it'd make that big of a difference.
why is that?
Because it doesn't produce enough hydrogen to make a difference.
And not
Okay.
only that, but it's not metered. It's not any way, shape, or form metered to really do anything for you.
Well, the idea here is that the engine's computer should be able to meter the fuel in a way that it is providing less fuel based on the volume of hydrogen that is actually added to the system. But I think the problem boils down to the fact that you're not going to be able to produce enough hydrogen to make a difference. And if you could produce enough hydrogen to make a difference,
It'd be a big generator.
then you're talking about using a lot of electricity.
What we thought about doing for a while there was finding a
Valve.
valve so we could build some hydrogen up and then just kind of give it a shot of hydrogen
To see if it like would rev up at all. or
to see if
anything.
we were actually even getting any. But we couldn't
And
find
what I
it.
ended up
Uh-huh.
doing was I went home because I did do this. This involves this clamp. I clamped it, let it build up for about 5 minutes, and then I undid it and just kind of squeezed this back
Yeah.
open.
Yeah. That's nice. All caught, that's all caught on video, by the way.
I'm gonna go ahead and dump this
It needs washed anyway, so I'm not too worried about
Right. Okay. So
it. It burns. Just kidding.
so the whole issue then basically comes down to the fact that
You need
you're
a
not
lot more
producing
electricity.
you're not producing enough hydrogen.
Right. So basically, it's a myth for how they make them. The idea and the theory of it is solid, but you can't make enough hydrogen to make it actually functional.
You know, on the hydrogen fuel cell vehicles that some of the major auto manufacturers produce that actually fill up with hydrogen, they have a high pressure vessel that fills up with hydrogen. They estimate that the electrolysis used at the filling station in order to produce the hydrogen uses 4 times the amount of electricity to render the hydrogen from water than the amount of energy you actually get from that hydrogen.
It's like sitting in here.
So there you go.
We'll clean this off.
Okay.
Just see that oil.
Anything else?
No, but I think that's it.
All right.
Failed experiment.